Hey everybody, welcome back to World of Tanks with Hachiman. So sorry for the lack of content. My replays have been completely inoperable. I cannot run a replay. I've got great games being sent to me by my clan members. I've got games being sent to me by a whole bunch of different people, and I can't run a replay. The client just crashes every time I try. I don't know what to do. The only content I can produce is something I record live. Well, this is something I recorded live. I unlocked the Excalibur, and I recorded my first game live, and it was quite a game. But I'm going to give you some garage overview. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please give this a thumbs up, put in your comments, turn your notifications on for future content, and here we go. So here it is, guys. Here's the Excalibur. I earned this tank last night, completing the final coalition mission, needing 2 more battle hero rewards, and here it is. Now, you're going to see the game I play is going to be the first game I ever played in the tank, and I jumped into it pretty quickly. I went in and I quickly made sure it was outfitted, saw how much time I had left, and I jumped into the game. Now I am going to spend a little more time. Usually I spend some time going over the tank specs, and I didn't do that last night because I only had a minute or 2 left on a reserve, so I just jumped right in. But we'll go over it a little bit. Now, first off, you've got a really goofy looking tank here. You've got a huge superstructure. You've got this turret that is not completely a turret, but mostly a turret. My gut reaction to look at it would be to say that this thing's probably reasonably quick, has no armor, and pretty good firepower. It's not the same style tank as the AT lines. It looks more like a more conventional tank destroyer. So looking over it, we got a tier 6 76mm Excalibur gun with 165 pen on standard rounds, which for a tier 6 tank destroyer is pretty good. Premium's only 192, but it's got good HE at 70. Average damage is 150. Base damage per minute is 2000. And a 0.3 dispersion with a 1.8 aim time. That's a very accurate 3-inch gun. It does in fact have a turret-ish with 360 meter view range, 22 degree per second traverse speed. Engine, 500 horsepower, 15% chance of fire on impact, which is better than most gas engines. 35 degrees per second traverse speed on the tracks, which is overall very excellent. And then a 750 meter signal range. So obviously the first thing I did was I put it on a rammer, I put on vents, and then I had to pick something else, and I went with the camo net, though I could have easily gone with binocs or coated optics, but I went with the camo net, mainly because I had it in stock. Load 40 rounds of AP. I've got 12 rounds of APCR and 8 of HE. Probably I'm going to scale back the APCR loadout because you just don't need it. I'm running a small repair kit, a first aid kit, and I'm running putting in T instead of a fire extinguisher. And then for my directive, I'm using the natural cover directive that gives all my crew members camouflage. Now, it's a 4-man crew: commander, gunner, driver, loader, as usual. I don't have much in the way of well-trained tankers, so I've got this random Second Lieutenant Harold Nelson Scott from the Challenger, who's clearly probably something I got from Twitch Prime. 6 Sense repairs, jack of all trades, brothers in arms. He's my most trained crew member. Then my gunner is from my AT8, who's not even 100% yet, hasn't even started his first perk. My driver's also from the AT8, not at 100% yet, and my loader is also from the AT8, not even at 100%. So I'm not even running really a very good crew on this tank. They're fine-ish, with the exception of I've got a good commander with 6 Sense. Firepower. So we already talked about the gun's 165 pen, 150 damage. With the vents and the rammer, I actually have my rate of fire up to 16.18, which is a reload time of 3.71 seconds, and my DPM is 2,428, a boost of 20% over the base. 21.4 to be specific. I said the turret was probably 95 degrees. It's actually 100 degrees in each direction. It has 10 degrees of gun depression all around and 20 degrees of elevation, so it's actually pretty adept at working ridge lines. And with the vents and the putting in T, my dispersion's down to 0.27 and 164 aim time. It's really accurate, and you'll see that in the replay. Survivability, next to none. 750 hit points, 50 hull armor on the front, 50 on the front turret. Even the gun mantlet doesn't mean anything on this tank. 25 and 30 on the side, 7 on the rear. There's nothing you're going to fight at tier 6 that isn't going to pen you. For that matter, there's really nothing at tier 5 you're going to fight that isn't going to pen you. Just deal with it and move on. It's life. Mobility. Felt pretty good in my first game. I didn't have a chance to look at this. I jumped right in. But yeah, 50 kph top speed, 15 reverse, and a 17.97 specific power, which is not tremendous, but it's certainly good enough. Concealment. Now this is not fair. Stationary I'm 50%, 22 if moving, but that's because I've got the natural cover directive. Let's take that off a second. Let's just remove that. All of a sudden, when stationary I'm at 36.78%, and that's with the camo net. So it's definitely not the best camo rating. I highly recommend you have camouflage trained on your crew. And then spotting. 383 view range, 819 signal range is the way I've got it currently equipped. So what you've got here is a glass cannon tank destroyer with okay mobility and some real flexibility in the type of positions it can take because of its gun depression and its semi-turret. So that's enough of that. I'm going to jump right into the game. Even though it really didn't seem that important after the fact. And for some reason, I decided to record, I guess just because it was my first battle ever, and I just wanted you to see what happened. So here we've got Ruinberg, okay, and it's a tier 6 game. There's 6 tier 6s on each team and 9 5s, which you can't ask for better matchmaking than that. So here you're going to see me looking around the tank a little bit. This big boxy superstructure. Now I took no time to look at the specs on this thing before I jumped in, so I was really kind of just looking at this for the first time. I was vaguely aware of its capabilities, but not in detail. So I'm already seeing that I've got a partial turret. I'm wondering what my gun depression is, and I've got this big boxy superstructure, which I know is probably going to be easily penetrated by anything. So first thing I do is point the gun down. Looks pretty good, maybe 8 or 10 degrees. I want to see how far this turret swings. Well, it swings about 95 degrees. We'll swing it the other way. And I'm going in the 40s, so the tank's not slow. It's definitely not slow. I'm up to 50 now. And you can see I've got 3.7 load time. Now that's with my rammer, my vents, that's with putting in T, and that's keeping in mind my crew is not really a top-notch crew on this tank, outside of my commander. So I come over this way, and I decide I'm going to be a little more aggressive. Because I am top tier, and I've got pretty strong DPM. Double checking my damage, 150 per shell. I think the pen was 165. Fantastic for a 3-inch gun at this tier. So I'm going to move up. And not quite where I want to be. How about right there? And then we're just going to wait a moment. There goes my camo net. And we're going to look, and we're going to wait, and we're going to keep waiting. Oh, we got a Skoda. He did not see me. I wait for him to cut in front, and I pound him once. He goes, oh shit, and he immediately backs up, takes a shot as he does, and misses by a mile. Hits the side of the building right next to him. It just wasn't even close. And I decide to hide a little bit. 116, low damage roll overall. So now I'm going to look for this Skoda again. Camo net's up. And I have to tell you, I was really wondering how many tanks are really out in front of us. But at the same time, I'm not going to run out there yet. Only 3 or 4 tanks spotted in the city, 2 spotted here, so that leaves the bulk of their team unaccounted for. I'm just going to sit here for a moment and be a little patient, which is hard for me to do. I'm a medium tank driver. Okay, time for patience is up. Oh, there's the Skoda again, spotted by somebody else behind the building. I'm gonna... Oh! Hold on. He backed up once, he'll back up again. One into his side, back off. I'm spotted, that's a little unnerving. Sure, I hit him when... he spotted me when I hit him. He's not gonna back up around that corner because he knows I'm there. Oh, and there's a Sturv. One into the Sturv and immediately try to back up a little bit, take another shot at him. He's running away. Put another shot into him. He pins me with an AP round for 145. But I mean, I put 3 rounds into him. He's dead. Yep, there he goes. And now I'm really getting concerned that most of their tanks are out in the field because we killed those 2 tanks with minimal damage. Nothing shot at us. I'm really thinking there's not much in the field at all. So, ooh, spotted there. Not sure by what. I'm going to cut over here. KV-1 playing cat and mouse there. Missed. There we go. Poof. And look at how I'm sitting. Look at that way. That gun turned sideways like that. I'm going to move up a little bit. Oh, they just took out. Perfect. Tracking shot on the KV-1 with penetration. Hit him again. That shot just goes low and hits the track, but that's okay. Keeps him in place, and there's the kill. Got him! Got one into the KV-1's rear with a really poorly aimed shot. Up to 1250 damage. And... waiting. He's not going to come out. I mean, I don't know why he's rocking back and forth, because if I fire and miss, I'll be reloaded in 3.7 seconds, and he still can't see me, so what difference does it make? Alright, my 40 TP and my Sherman are clearing the field, and I was absolutely right. There's basically nothing over here, which means all their tanks are in the city, so I'm thinking that if I cut through this way, close to their cap, I should be able to shoot right up their butts on that big street that goes diagonally into town. So I'm moving up. It should be right around this building right here. Yep. Alright, let's see what we can see. T1 heavy and a KV-2. I fire at the KV-2, don't hit him, I kill a jumbo instead. And now this Wolverine is just pounding premium rounds into me. I hit him once on the move as I retreat, which is impressive because all I could see was his turret over that rubble, and he almost got me. He pounded 1, 2, 3, 4 premium rounds into me, I believe. Now, he doesn't need premium to pen this tank, but whatever. Maybe he felt backed into the wall, backed up into a corner, backed against the wall, had to pen, I don't know. But he's moved out of his position. I'm pretty sure I can move up. Just want a little confirmation of that. He's spotted. Building's in the way. And Ram 2 takes him out. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Oh, T1 heavy tank. 1. I backed up, but why? He didn't spot me. It's just... kill this commander. There we go, there's the kill shot. And then we got the KV-2. Come on, where is he? There he is. Alright. Oh, ricochet off his rear. Alright, not messing that one up. Hit him in the turret. Ah, that was awful. That was just poor marksmanship on my part. It wasn't the gun. One into the side of his turret. I'm just... he can't even spot me. And then there goes the kill on the KV-2. And that's it. First game. And we're going to get the post-game stats, because I actually turned on my mic and tried to record some commentary on the post-game stats, and it didn't take. So I had to go back and add it after the fact here. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. First game ever. Fire for Effect, the Tank Sniper Medal, and the High Caliber. 2,327 damage with 4 kills. And 2 of my kills were tier 6s, the other 2 tier 5s. First match ever I've played in the game. I've got a 7,081 WN8 in it. I joked that I may never play it again. Let's flip over to the other screens. Come on, Hatchie. When are you going to... Come on, Hatchie. Come on, Hatchie. You can do it. Again, I'm adding commentary after the fact, after I recorded this. So I was talking, you know, giving commentary on a few things right here, and I don't even remember what I was saying, honestly. There we go. Team score. First on the team, 2327 damage, 4 kills, 1054 base XP. Detailed report, 24 shots fired with 22 hits and 18 pens. Yeah, I mean, the gun is what makes this thing. It's ridiculous how you can just lay down fire. I was hit 5 times and all 5 shots went through. So you will not block any shots in this tank whatsoever. So guys, I really appreciate you watching this replay. I'm just really happy to bring this to you. I'm going to try and get you guys more content. It's hard because my replays won't run, and I just don't know what to do about it. So it's purely what I can manage to record live. But please, if you haven't already, like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and we'll see you on the battlefield next time.